Hi, welcome back to Literature Academy where we explore poetry literature. Today we will be breaking down Sir Thomas Wyatt's famous poem They Flee From Me. This is a brilliant piece from the 16th century filled with themes of love, loss, and the fickle nature of human relationship. Okay, so let's move on to the poet Sir Thomas Wyatt. Sir Thomas Wyatt was a 16th century English politician, ambassador, and lyric poet credited with introducing the sonnet to English literature. His famous works include Ozo Lich to Hand, They Flee From Me, Description of the Contrarious Patience in a Lover, and Blame Not My Lute. Okay, so let's move to the poem line by line. So the poem starts with the tone of nostalgia and disappointment as the speaker reflects on those who once sought his attention but have now abandoned him. Okay, so this poem might be about a past lover, about his ex. Okay, so he speaks about her, maybe. Okay, it's just an assumption, we do not know for whom he wrote this really. So let's move into the poem line by line. First line: they flee from me that sometime did me seek. So this line, okay, it speaks that the speaker laments that the people who once pursued him now avoid him. There is a tone of sadness, perhaps even bitterness. With the naked foot stalking in my chamber. So this line gives an image of intimacy. Naked foot suggests vulnerability and closeness, as if these people once felt at home with him. The third line: I have seen them gentle, tame, and meek. So in the past, the people who were close to him were kind, obedient, and gentle. Perhaps their lovers or courtiers who once admired him. Fourth line: that now are wild and do not remember. But now they are wild, indifferent, and no longer acknowledge their past connection. That sometime they put themselves in danger. So he says that at one point they took risks to be with him, perhaps defying societal norms or personal hesitations and everything. The next line: to take bread at my hand, and now the range. So the imagery of taking bread suggests trust and independence. But he says that they now roam freely, seeking other opportunities, busily seeking with a continual change. They are now constantly looking for something new, symbolizing fickleness in relationships and human desire. Now moving on to the second stanza. So this is about a particular encounter, this whole stanza, which he remembers even now. Okay, so he says, thank be fortune, it had been otherwise 20 times better, but once in special. So he says the speaker acknowledges that things were not always bad. In fact, he had moments of great fortune, but one specific memory stands out. Third line: in thin array after pleasant guise, when a loose gown from her shoulders did fall. This suggests a moment of intimate passion. Thin array here means light clothing, okay? And an image of a falling gown implies physical closeness. And she me caught in her arms, long and small. So in this line, the speaker said that the woman embraced him, and the focus on her long and small arms gives a delicate and affectionate tone. Therewithal sweetly did me kiss, and softly said, dear heart, how like you this? So there is a moment of tenderness. She kisses him and asks how he feels about it. The phrase deep heart conveys deep affection. The third stanza. This is more about how the passion has faded and the speaker is left with rejection. Okay. It was no dream, I lay broad waking. The speaker insists that this moment of love was real, not an illusion. But all is turned through my gentleness, into a strange fashion of forsaking. He suggests that this kindness led him to being abandoned. This could mean that his patience or devotion was mistaken for weakness. And he continues in the next line: and I have leave to go for her goodness, and she also to use newfangledness. He sarcastically remarks that she has given him leave to go, as if it were her choice. Newfangledness refers to a desire for novelty. Okay, so which means she has moved on to something new. But since that I so kindly am served, I would fain know what she hath deserved. So he ends with a sharp, almost bitter tone. Since he had been treated so kindly, he wonders what she deserves in return. This suggests a sense of injustice or unresolved feelings. So now moving on to the themes, there is this transience of love, where the poem captures how love and admiration can fade over time. Those who once adored the speaker now avoid him. The next theme is power and rejection. The speaker was once in control, now feels powerless as he is left behind. The third one is memory and nostalgia. So the poem beautifully contrasts past happiness with present sorrow. So this emphasizes the pain of remembering lost love. Okay. So here are my final thoughts. So Sir Thomas Wyatt, a poet in Henry VIII's court, was known for his themes of love and loss. Okay, so most of his poems reflect on this. Often thought to reflect his own experiences. Some believe this poem hints at his affair with Anne Boleyn, okay, who was one of the wives of Henry VIII. Okay, whether historical or personal, They Flee From Me, this poem, is a reflection on love's fleeting nature. So what do you think about the speaker's emotions? Do you relate to this feeling of being abandoned after once being cherished? So let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more literary breakdowns, and see you in the next video. Thank you.